Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to, I believe, day 4 of my City of Sintranos progression. Quick call out, 100% gear reduction removal cost ends in 6.5 hours. Make sure you get that done. We also just unlocked the Rathalos Blade Master here. He's actually going to be in the thumbnail. Quick little spoiler for everybody, that doesn't have anything to do with the video today. I'm just putting them in there because it's the most up-to-date news in Raid. However, Raid did go ahead and provide us with this instant power pack where we can go ahead and buy 12 crystals, 1,000 energy, 800 gems, 5 chickens, blah blah blah, basically everything to get him fully ranked up, as well as masteries and all that sort of good stuff for the low price of $110 Canadian. So I can get this guy to 6 stars for the same exact cost as pre-ordering like a modern day video game, an entire game by the way, which is absolutely wild. That is crazy. But anyways, we're on to Sintranos. You're not here for my opinions on the game, at least not in this video. We are going to be progressing more so into Dead Rise here. Let's see how it goes. So we got 8 keys, of course. This is going to take us 4 to get the Scarab, and then we might actually end up getting stuck there. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead and hop in here, an attack-based room. We'll do something like probably this, and we should be good to go. I could have probably brought in a few less champions, honestly, just so we don't have to worry so much about turn cycling, but I think Wukong on his own can probably deal with the waves, yeah. Unfortunately, now he doesn't have an AoE available, so we'll have to go ahead and have somebody else do some work here. Extra turn coming in from Eris, that is awesome. Thane one-taps them. He's going to go in there. Everybody is dead. That's it. That's all she wrote. Let's go ahead and see how I placed. I got to be like, yeah, one of the best here on the leaderboard in my clan, at least. Probably nowhere near. Yeah, nowhere near. They got Ethos. Ethos is the way to go, it would seem. I seen a Chogger in here, too. Where is he? I swear I seen him as I was scrolling through. No, that wouldn't make sense, though, because I have him, and he's not an option. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm kind of lost, apparently. But we're going to go ahead and do a team probably like this. A little bit of damage coming in there with Fellhound, and let's do a Infernal Baroness. This is my build on her. I promised I would show you guys a little bit more of my builds as we go through the game. This is on Godseeker. I have her speed tuned to try and do well in Sand Devils. I haven't got the team working quite yet. Once I do, I might do a video on it. We'll see. I'm trying to get Sand Devils 25 to be farmable for me, but it is definitely easier said than done, that's for sure. She takes all those buffs off, which is awesome. Fellhound is almost nuking everybody down, which is perfect. They do have a revive on death now, which is a little bit annoying. It's going to slow us down by a couple of turns here. We're probably not making any leaderboards, I wouldn't think. I'll pop my neck real quick. Also, don't mind my oddly flat hair today. I just got out of the shower. It was a bit questionable, though. It was like all coming down like this, and I had like bangs going on. It was really just not my look. I have determined as of today that bangs are not my fashion choice. Which is good to know, I suppose. Godseeker and Eerie is absolutely fantastic, by the way. If you happen to be new to this game and you're wondering who to build, definitely go with Godseeker. She is a beast, an absolute beast. She's healing everybody on an AoE. She's extending your buffs. I think she extends debuffs, or she reduces buff durations, one of the two. She reduces buff durations on the enemy team. She revives somebody with a reset of their skills. Her A1 is healing, I think, or something like that. And then, yeah, I'm doing a great job explaining it, aren't I? But fantastic champion. Passive, of course, placing a revive on death on somebody too every 4 turns, I believe. Like, she is just bonkers. Looks like we're going against a team from the Shadowkin faction here, and we're going to have I forgot her name. Kyoku? This one over here. She's going to place Ally Protect and then the block damage on herself, which is going to slow us down a little bit. We got decreased speed going out, though. And Aniri, Godseeker Aniri came in clutch with the reduction of the buff duration there on her as well, so going to make it a little bit easier to get her down. Decreased speeds coming in from Fellhound. Yeah, we're definitely not setting any world records on this one for sure. We're 2 minutes in. I think I might actually start doing a little bit more editing on these videos as well. I've kind of just been sitting here and recording and, you know, doing whatever, but I think I'll just start chopping out areas of dead air and stuff like that too, just because I don't think anybody really wants to sit here and just watch me watching the game. I don't think that's what anybody's tuning in for. I hope not, at least, because that's kind of weird, but, you know, whatever gets you to watch the videos, I suppose. You know, do your thing. I'm not doing ASMR, though. That's the one thing I will say. Not that anybody's requested it yet, but I'm sure someday they will. This is an annoying wave to go against as well. Yeah, decreasing the buff duration there is perfect. Melga is going to revive some people, though, which is annoying. I just did a spotlight on Melga recently, and now she's coming back to haunt me. She's too good. She's an absolute tank, apparently, too, which is a bit unfortunate when you're going against her, that's for sure. And there we go. UDK gets the final hit in. 45. That's pretty nice. We're going to progress down here, of course. We got somebody like a Farrakhan. I've already showed you the build as of the last video. We're going to do Sepulcher. We're going to do her just to keep us cleansed. Do I have a little bit more damage that I could bring in? And by a little bit more damage, I mean literally any damage, because I don't have damage yet on this team. What are we sitting at here? He is definitely not built, so he's not going to be our damage dealer. I don't think she has much for attack or anything like that. Yeah, no. Mainly just built to be a debuffer. So, logically, I think we bring in our one Cold Heart probably is the best bet. Let's go ahead and do this. We might have to back out and bring somebody else in too, because I don't know how much damage the one Cold Heart's going to be able to do pretty much on her own here. But we do also have Sepulcher Sentinel, whose A1 is going to be doing a decent amount of damage, because she is in Savage, of course, with the crit rate and all that sort of good stuff. I have Skytouch Shaman built out so that she can basically just resist everything. I was trying to use her in a team with the Iron Twins the last rotation, but I ended up just soloing it with Cornelia. Shout out to that video, which is on my channel right now if you want to check that out. She was in Toxic Gear with War Master, and it's about a 10% success rate, but you know what? We're beating some of the hardest content in the game with a single epic, so we can't be too picky. Somebody... Harvest Jack is very annoying to go against, by the way. I have to get him built out at some point, I think, because anytime you hit him, he decreases your buff duration, which is very annoying to try and deal with. And then he also places True Fear on you, and it's just very annoying. He also decreases buff duration on his A2 or something like that, I think, too. Like, he's a crazy champion. Eligaius is down. We're moving on to the next wave here right away. Boom. There we go. Cold Heart doing some damage. Those weren't crits, though, which is a bit odd. I thought I had her built out for max crit rate, but maybe not. I definitely don't. I've seen her not critting on some people here as well. Farrakhan came in with a crit, though. That's crazy. Get the counter attack on Shaman. Not Shaman. What am I talking about? Can't even think of the champion's name now. This champion here, I forgot her name. Skytouch Shaman. There we go. Well, I was partly right. She has Shaman in the name. I asked you guys in the last video which particular dungeon you farmed the most between Shogun and Sand Devils, and the answer seemed to be Sand Devils pretty much unanimously, which was cool to see. I definitely felt like Sand Devils was the one that people were gonna pick, but it's just always nice to have my opinions backed up. Do something like this. Grush is actually an interesting champion. I have him built out to do a little bit of damage since he is a defense-based champion, so you'll probably see him smacking a little bit. We do have Melga in here, of course. We got Gory, who's just built decently fast and okay damage because I am using him in Hard Fire Knight. He's a fantastic champion for that. Probably going to have to do a review on him at some point as well. There's a lot of champion reviews that I want to get around to, but I'm also just trying to steadily increase the quality of the videos on my channel, and, you know, easier said than done, I suppose. I think editing is a big part of what I want to upgrade here in the near future, so. Oh my word. Withier is annoying. We're going to go ahead and target her. She does have the block damage up, though, right now, which is a bit annoying as well. And then, of course, we have Helicath coming in as well with the block damage. We do have Geo who can steal buffs, though, which is nice, so. We got the freeze on Withier, which is perfect. Now we just need Geo to place the burn. There we go. Steals the turn meter. And he's going to steal her buffs. Perfect. Now, as soon as we start getting attacked, that damage is going to go into Withier as well, which is fantastic. You can already see a few hits cycling into her there. Nothing too crazy, though. She does have the freeze on her as well, which is going to make it so that she takes, I think, 25% less damage, which is an interesting mechanic, but it is what it is, I suppose. She is essentially dead now at this point. She is, in fact, dead. We're going to go ahead and start attacking Helicath. As you can see, Taragi and Melga are keeping us nice and topped up here. We don't even really need Grush for his heals. You know, and then not only that, but Taragi is also bringing in the provokes and getting everybody to attack him, in which case he's placing the poisons on himself. He is just a fantastic champion. I cannot overstate his usefulness. Helicath is down as well. We'll go ahead and focus on the bug dude just because I don't know what he does, and I do know what Hefrak does, and I don't mind dealing with him. We'll just go ahead and A1 here just so I have some skills left for the next wave. There we go. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and target Pythion here, of course, just because I don't want their Reviver and Cleanser to be getting turns or anything funky like that. This is very annoying, though. We have, like, multiple heal reduction enemies. There we go. Got some provokes coming in. A little bit more damage going on the Pythion. I really want to get him down quick because he's going to cleanse all the debuffs off if he stays alive. There we go, he goes down. We'll go ahead and target, I think, Delija now, just because anytime we attack one of them, she's gonna counterattack us, or at least have a chance of counterattacking us, which is just a pain in the butt, because she's healing herself when she does it. Get some freezes out, which is perfect. Get a burn on her, which is perfect. And then we'll go ahead and target Venomage, just because since she's burned, I don't really care if she counterattacks. She's just going to be damaging herself, so. Venomage brings the heal reduction, which is kind of annoying. She's also decreasing our HP a little bit, as you can see there as well. Like, she's hit Geo, and she's hit Taragi and Gori a few times, so her HP just isn't what it used to be. Grush actually nuked down the 2 waves there. This run is certainly making me better at commentary, that's for sure, because this is taking forever. And there we go, we're on the wave 3. This is an annoying team as well. We're going to have some bombs coming in from Bogbrew over there, Gerda Bogbrew. The increased accuracy is not good on them, because that means that her bombs probably are actually going to land. Or maybe it's just poisons. I might be remembering wrong. Maybe it's just poison she placed. I do see a bomb, though, which I think came from her, so. No, I think it is just poisons, actually, on Gerda Bogbrew. I don't think there's bombs. We don't really have a cleanser, which is the one weakness of this team, I would say, if I was gonna... Holy moly. Oh my god. Good thing we have Melga basically just ready to... She's on standby if we need a revive or anything like that. She's got it covered, I think. And she's coming in with some cleanses, or not, like, some heals. We got, like, 3 continuous heals on everybody now, which is perfect, because Grush is placing them as well. Ally protection, I think we're going to clear it, no problem. That was looking a little sketchy there for a little bit. We had more debuffs than buffs, which is always a little bit questionable. I have been playing Watcher of Realms recently. I'd be interested to hear if anybody else has been playing Watcher of Realms and what you think of it. I actually quite like the game. I didn't know how I would react to a tower defense gacha game, especially when it came to like their arena mode and stuff like that. I didn't know how the PvP aspect of it would work, but I must say I'm very, very pleased with the gameplay, the champion design, everything. It's a very, very high quality game in my opinion. The sound effects for the voices at least can be a little bit annoying for sure, but I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. If you play Watcher of Realms, let me know down below. I would be interested. Let's see. I'm going to show you the Grush build. This is what he's rocking. So 101 crit rate, 4200 defense, not much crit damage, nothing too crazy. We're on to Scarab. What do we got going on here for Scarab? So we're going to bring, obviously, him, just because he can give us the cleanse and everything like that. Lanathro would be good here as well, I think. He's placing a shield on somebody with the lowest HP. He's placing a shield equal to HP. Lanathro would be a very, very good champion for this, actually. So we can get some damage going in there. Obviously, she's going to be placing the poisons and stuff like that, provided she's not provoked. I do think she should have the resistance to get through this. She has 257. That should be enough. We'll have to see, I suppose. He's going to bring a poison on the A1, so even if he gets provoked, that'll be perfectly fine. He does seem to be built-ish. Let's take a look. We can put a ring on him. Let's go ahead and do that. Luckily, we got an artifact enhancement event going on right now too, which is nice. HP, ooh, there we go. This is actually perfect because we got the got what this set's called, but that's perfect. Rolls and everything. Let's go. He's basically getting his shield after he attacks now, so that's even better. We'll go ahead and put Sky Touched. She's high resistance, so she'll be able to go ahead and cleanse off those nasty provokes. Chance of placing a poison. I don't think we really have her built, though, at least not with accuracy. Let's take a look. Yeah, she's built in Guardian, so she's taking up some damage from the rest of the team. Good HP. I think we'll go ahead and put her in anyways, just because those counterattacks will be nice. Where is she? There she is. Allied resistance. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and run the resistance there. This might take a while. If it ends up taking a while, I'll probably just go ahead and cut to when we get back, but of course we got the provokes that will be coming in here. We do have a couple of cleansers. He resisted the poisons. Interesting. She has like 360 accuracy too, so that's pretty wild. Got to block debuffs on him now. I don't know where those continuous heals came from. That might be Elijah, I'm not sure. This is going to be a bit annoying because if he does steal the block debuffs, obviously he's going to be immune to the poisons and stuff as well. So, you know what? This fight is definitely going to take a while. I'm just going to cut back to once we've finished it up or once this team fails, either or whatever happens first. So, we are coming kind of right up to the end of the run here. We're going to be sitting probably about 11 to 12 minutes to clear it with about probably 300 turns or so. I just want to call out the fact real quick that because of Aox, we have a decreased defense that's up for 25 turns and a decreased attack that's up for 40 turns. And we also have poisons that are stacked on here for like 25 to 30 turns. It is ridiculous. Aox basically just has a chance of increasing the duration of debuffs on the enemy when they're hit. It occurs once per hit, I believe, but with the amount of counterattacks this Scarab is doing, just the debuff extension is absolutely insane. So perhaps running Aox in a team with just, you know, a Venom Mage or something like that would be a good way to go as well. I know, obviously, there's some solo teams that can do it, so like Vergis can do it. I think Cornelia can do it as well. You basically just put her in a toxic set, very similar to probably how I had her built for the Iron Twins there. But, you know, if you don't have those champions, then maybe Aox is a way to look. With the Scarab, it's definitely one of those things where it's kind of like the less champions you bring in, the better, honestly, because you're just bringing less RNG to the game, which is going to, you know, obviously help out in the long run. So here we go. We should be ending it right away. Once this pause button disappears, it's all over. There we go. He took the turn. He's down. We got some 5-star Mythical Chaos Ore. This would be perfect if it had speed on the substats. kind of just meh pieces here, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely meh. We do have another set of bosses available, though, so this is interesting. We want HP burn here, or sorry, here, but we don't want it here, which is kind of odd. I can also progress over to here, so I have 3 keys left. So we can do this, and then we can do this, and then this, or possibly here if this is too difficult. So we'll be going ahead and bringing something like this for sure. I think this will be a good way to go. I don't really have any AoE damage quite yet. This is where somebody like maybe a Harvest Jack would shine. We could also do him. The problem with him is obviously the magma is going to heal himself. Let's see, what are people doing? Obviously, you know, Newt is kind of the hardcore carry on something like this. I do have this champion, which I think the Suzerain Catone, he places decreased defense, places a heal reduction. Not a bad champion, actually, for something like this. I do have Huskarl as well, who can nuke, apparently. Let's go ahead and try to do something like this, maybe, and just see how it goes. We'll see if we have the damage to put them in the ground or not. I think we'll probably go ahead and manual this a little bit, just to see. So I want to try to... Let's do something like this. Everybody go in and attack that spider, please. I don't think Netheril is built, but we're going to find out soon enough here, I suppose. We're going to do this, give an extra turn. Truth Fear on everybody. We're going to get the decreased defense going in there as well. This has a chance of a decreased speed, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I definitely don't think he's built. An extra turn coming in there, though. Some poisons going out on everybody. Boom. This is not the best, though, because I don't think the spiderlings are going to die before she takes her turn. No, they're not. What a shame. Let's go ahead and just smack another spiderling, though. Get a little bit more damage in on the boss at the very least. We'll go ahead and place some poisons on her. Didn't get the burn, unfortunately. Getting our AoE here, do some decent damage to her, actually, so that's good. Hitting our spiderling down. Yeah, he's not going to be too much to worry about. He did almost no damage to us there. Nethril, I think that's this guy's name, at least. This guy right here. He is a pretty decent champion. He can do good damage. He's placing a lot of good buffs. I think he can actually increase cooldowns as well, which makes him very annoying to go against, depending on the nature of the content that you're playing in. Of course, we're going to buff up here again. He does have long cooldowns, though. I don't actually think he's booked right now, so, you know, that'll partly be why, but we're going to get the AoE again. He's in Cruelty, so he's helping to decrease the defense. We're going to smack the boss with some ally attacks. We have no burners on our team, which is good because it means that we're going to just be able to put it on auto once we kill the spider. And we don't have to worry about accidentally burning or something like that, which is perfect. Going to get our smack in there from Farrakhan. Go ahead and smack down that spider just to get a bit more damage on the boss. More damage on the boss. She has already used her heal ability as well, so it doesn't really matter if the spiderlings are up or if they're taking a turn or not. They're all true feared as well, so I mean, realistically. We're just going to do something like this, get the extra turn in there, go ahead, place poisons on everybody. Tomb Lord is a fantastic champion for many reasons. We're going to go ahead and auto and just target the main boss here now. Should be quick work. Get some more poisons going out. We got the AoEs coming in, taking out a few of those spiders. The stats on these bosses is just not as strong as it is in like the regular Doom Tower or the dungeons where you find them, obviously. They're about half to about 2/3 as strong. So you can see you don't even necessarily need the provoke on the boss or anything like that, like you would in the regular Doom Tower to deal with him effectively. He can just do it anyways. And I will say this is the first time that I've used this guy in a long time. Same thing with Michelet, actually. I don't really use him anymore. He just kind of, I don't know, just fell off for me. I thought he was going to be a great champion, but he can solo a lot of stuff, of course, because he does have that kind of same feel to him as somebody like a, oh, who is that champion? The one that cleanses, places continuous heals, and then the burns. Chosen's profile picture is based off him. Bad Alcazar, there we go. He was also in the Raid series, but here we go. This would be okay if this was like HP percentage or something. We got crit rate, crit damage, attack, and speed. That is a very good piece, actually. That is one of the best pieces I've got out of Merciless so far. Supersonic, decent piece there. 5-star speed, Merciless with crit damage and attack. That's another good piece, actually. So we're getting some decent gear here tonight. I'm curious where I landed in terms of placement. Yeah, 77 turns versus 10 turns. When you have a newt, things become a little bit easier for me, that's for sure. This was the builds on Nethril. Nothing too crazy, not even full crit rates. Yeah, nothing too special. This was the build on Tomb Lord. Definitely want to make sure he has good crit rate because he's placing poisons based on him critting. So, I think we'll bring Jamarsa. We'll bring War Maiden. This guy will be great, obviously, for damage in content like this, but I don't have him built up yet, so we'll probably do something like that. And yeah, I just really don't have any other champions for this. I do want to build out Spy Master at some point, so he might be a decent way to go. HP-based nuker, basically. You know, it is what it is. I do have an Awakening for him and stuff, but obviously he's going to get outdone by somebody like Rathalos. Sir Artemage can do some damage as well. I'm in the middle of building him, so we'll just go ahead and do something like this for now. The ally attack is never a bad thing, I don't think. I seen that there was some Brognies at the end there, so they might pose a bit of a problem. We also have an Elva on this team, so it's going to be very tough getting through this with our lack of damage. And the fact that she's cleansing. Oh, this is going to be annoying, I can already tell. Why was everybody attacking? Oh, because we have the counter attack. Okay, I was going to say, why was everybody attacking the dude under Veil? I didn't get that, but yeah, no, that makes sense. There we go. Some more counter attacks coming in, which is nice. It does slow down our run significantly, though, but it does help us get additional damage considering our lack of, you know, damage options. So, beggars cannot be choosers, I suppose. We will obviously try to target the Elva. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through her, honestly. There's there's just full heals coming in. This is insane. I don't have the damage to deal with this right now, I don't think. How much does he need equipped? Not a lot. He can't do much for damage anyway. Somebody like a Gerda might be okay here, but they are cleansing a lot. Let's see. Yeah, so if you have like Xena and Stultus, obviously it's going to be a little bit easier. Global rankings, yeah. Sakara could... I think that's her name, right? No, Alika. I think Sakara is her sister or some such, but Alika could actually come in and be useful here. And of course, you know, just really help us to make sure that they don't get turns. There we go. Nice. I used the wrong skill because I forgot what it did. That's classic. Alika will do a little bit of damage too. Nothing too intense though. So there we go. We already almost got Elva down though. Let's see. There we go. Elva is down, so we're already sitting at a better spot than we were on the previous run. A little bit of a shield coming in here too. We'll take out Galkabar, I think that guy's name is. I don't know for sure though. We got a heal on Alika, but we got a bunch of poisons on her as well, which is not the best. Now would be a good time from that, or for that A3 from Helior, but some silly content creator already decided to use it, so he does not have it available quite yet. Helior was a champion that was definitely a letdown. I don't know if you guys have him or not, but Helior was just definitely not as good as I thought he was going to be when I read his kit and heard other people talk about him and such. He, yeah, just isn't that strong of a champion. I was going to build him and use him in the arena and do all kinds of crazy things with him, but it just never really worked out. Of course, he attacks her and takes her out. How dare you, sir? How dare you, Myceliac Priest Ornn? What is this, a revive with 30 HP, 30% HP? That is not as bad as it could be, I suppose. We get the provoke coming in, though, so he's not going to be able to do any damage anyways. Just keep pumping out some A1s here. Actually got a strong hit against my Black Knight, too, which is kind of funny, but... Let's keep pumping out this. Decent damage there actually coming in from Alika as well, which is nice. We'll go ahead and get a bit of a heal here and a turn meter boost and all that sort of good stuff. Get the provoke, that's perfect. There we go, boom. It's all over. Now, we will... let's see. We don't really need to provoke just because they're all going to be on cooldown anyways. Let's go ahead and try to do this. Boom. Everybody gets placed on cooldown. Decrease that defense right back down since, you know, they increased it for some reason or another. Yoshi's coming in. Everybody's coming in smacking Alika. I can't say I'm exactly shocked, to be honest, but... oh, and of course, Harima hits hard even as... hey, where's the cooldown increasing there, buddy? I was going to say Harima hits hard even though it's PvE content, because of course she does. Harima is insane. The True Fears are coming in as well. That's going to hurt. I did get Michinaki recently, or Mishinaki, however you want to say his name, so I do have to get him built out at some point, but don't have it done quite yet. Jamarsa should be able to heal some people. I forget if she's an AoE healer or if she's just like a one-person heal, but I think she's an AoE. She heals everybody with 30-30, right? So we get Helior coming in with a bit of a turn meter boost there thanks to Jamarsa, but he's going to lose that thanks to the stun. That's a pretty cool animation from Michinaki, actually. I don't have much experience with him, so... just gotta pop my neck a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Really wish we had Harima down by now. That would be nice. Can we make that happen at some point here in the near future? We did kill the epic nuker they had there. We get the revive off just in time for everybody to die. Alright, Mishinaki, I think your goose is cooked, sir. Your goose is cooked. We're going to try and take out Yoshi real quick, just since he's being annoying. There we go. Now we'll take on Kyoku, who's actually probably one of my most wanted champions, to be honest. She's so good. I hope we can just keep pumping into her enough to keep the provoke on there. That would be nice. Decrease defense is perfect. We had the sleep come in from Jamarsa as well, which is kind of funny, actually. I like how the music is just, like, so epic, but in reality it's just them kind of, you know, struggling to kill one single person, because I don't have the damage with this. But it is what it is, I suppose. Helior is definitely a bit of a weird champion, kind of like I was mentioning, because he doesn't do damage, and he is supposed to be support, but he doesn't really do a whole lot for support either. He's just a very weird champion overall. We'll do something like this. Of course, we don't have the skill available yet, so we'll just smack in right there, place the shield on everybody. Some people are going to get nuked as soon as Mountain King takes a turn. It's also very annoying that Brogni's going to get the shield up because he's going to be placing the reflect damage onto all of us. Yeah, that is annoying. I think we will just go ahead and increase those skill cooldowns now and target Brogni. Nobody here can revive or anything, so... the bonus to not having any damage on the team is obviously Brogni's reflect damage doesn't do a whole lot, so, yeah, silver lining, I suppose. But a decreased cooldown coming in there from Jamarsa as well. I noticed that some of the champions were getting their cooldowns decreased, which is kind of nice. She's very good at something like that. Oof. She's very good at getting smacked by Mountain King as well, it would seem. Perfect, we got the resistances coming in there. Boom, a little bit of a shield going up on everybody. Some nukes coming in, some ally protection, which is always fun to deal with. Let's especially when you have no damage on your team. This is insane. It's taken us 7 minutes to get through this. So this is the real free-to-play experience right here. I could obviously have some champions built for this. I definitely need to expedite my building of Sir Artemage as well. He'd definitely help out with something like this, but he's the first time. It's the first time I've seen him actually have a room where he'd get some use. Like all of the other times, all of the other rooms, there was no. I had better options besides Artemage. Like there was no need for him, or if there was, it was just again like I had better options. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get through this. I'm probably just going to stop it here, and I'll go ahead and cut back to once we're at the end of this wave, because this is a little bit time-consuming. Alright, so we dropped Brogni, and then we took out Kriya, or whatever the name of this champion is. I've forgotten her name, but the little dwarf there that ally protects. Kira, something like that. I forget her name. This one right here. And then now we're just going through some RGM cursed here. His skills are on cooldown, all that sort of good stuff though, so the only thing we really need to deal with is his healing and his block damage when he gets hit for a certain amount. But you know what? I think we'll do okay. There it is. There's the block damage. There's his annoying skill. Got some poisons coming in, which is nice. I wonder who's going to get the final hit. I want to say it's going to be maybe... It's going to be War Maiden. Okay, interesting. There we go. We got our 30 small pots. And let's take a look at what this has to offer us. Griffin and regular Fire Knight. Okay. Obviously want to do something like this. Double hitting A1 going to be useful for Fire Knight. Best teams, let's see what people are rocking. I can actually get Fushan too with the duplicate system there. Let me know if you guys think Fushan is worth getting. I have no clue, honestly. Another section where Lanathro would be a good way to go. His face looks very fake, Michael Jackson-esque. Don't know how I feel about that. We'll get the counterattack because that's going to just shred the shield. We'll get Rosin coming in. I don't know if he's built out, but let's see. Not particularly. Let's go see if we can boost him up a little bit, or if he already has gear. Let's go ahead and get maybe a little bit of accuracy with a substat of speed. Literally just does not exist apart from those three. Okay, well, let's get a substat of speed still. Here we go. Perfect. Get him boosted up almost to the 200 mark. It is an absolute travesty that he's not even at 200 or 100 speed for the base speed. Durandil would be a good way to go as well. Don't have them built. A lot of champions here that would be pretty good actually that I just don't have built. Let's go ahead and pop in. Depends on how many ticks his shield is, I suppose, if we're actually going to be able to do this or not, but we'll try something like this. His shield is 12 ticks. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We do have 2-hitter, 2-hitter, 1-hitter, 3-hitter, so I mean, realistically, we might be able to. Already with the counterattacks, we're getting pretty close to breaking down his shield, which is nice. He's obviously bringing the decrease HP, though, so we might have to target him first, to be honest. That being said, though, obviously the Griffin, the longer time goes on, if we fall below 50, he's going to start hitting us a little bit harder as well. Go. Rosin coming in with some damage, which is perfect. Increased speed on everybody. Decreased turn meter on him, which is perfect. No hero reduction coming in, unfortunately, so he is just going to heal up. Decreasing our max HP once again. Eris is getting pretty close to being at the stage where she's going to get smacked by the Griffin for just having the low HP. Boom, boom, boom. Got some poisons coming in on him, which will help us take him down even through the shield. There we go. I think still it might be prudent to target the Griffin, even though the max HP is being decreased, just because I don't want the Griffin to smack us. If we had Brimstone here, that would be big as well, but Rosin could get Brimstone put on him, I suppose. Both of these enemies would be weak to it as long as you land it when they're taking a turn that would activate it, so with an active skill kind of thing. The Fire Knight is just absolutely smacking, and then Eris is getting smacked because she's below 50% HP, which is not good. This is a nasty, nasty combo to try and fight, that's for sure. Miracle Heal would be big here as well, considering that our HP is being decreased by such a substantial amount. Might have to actually pass on this boss for tonight until I have a little bit more built in my team, because I don't have a whole lot of damage coming in. Like, a lot of people could probably have just nuked this down by now, but not I, unfortunately. Not I. Ugh. A little bit tired as well, which is always fun. Yeah, there it is. We're getting smacked around a little bit. We already have the Griffin down at half, though. We might be able to do some work here. They're not doing a whole lot of damage to us, which is nice. Hardest thing I think to deal with is essentially just going to be that decreased max HP from the Fire Knight, but... And there we go. Eris has gone down for the first time, unfortunately. We got some poisons coming in here, which will help out on the Griffin as well. Eris is basically just going to be permanently staying down now at this point, I think. Everybody's kind of dying off. Pythion here should be able to get a res off, though, I think, so. Nasty. Everybody's dead except Pythion. He's going to bring the res, though. It's just a question of if they'll survive. Eesh, this is nasty. Absolutely nasty. Rosin's, like, what is it still? A 5-turn cooldown, AoE, turn meter depletion? That is nuts. That needs to be lowered so much. Like, Rosin's been just done wrong, man. Like, he's been power crept out the wazoo. It's insane. I got the res off again. Oh. Oh. Even with the heals coming in now, this is just nuts. Oof, yeah, no, I think that's going to be it. We were very close there. Once Rosin's in a Brimstone, we might be able to do something about it, but I'm not going to be able to do that for tonight, so what we'll do is we'll just go over here and maybe try and hit this mythical stage instead, if I even have enough stars to do it. That, and that, and that will put us at enough stars to do it, and then we'll just bring Melga and Grush to help us speed it up a little bit. Having Blizzard at the 3 is definitely a advantageous way to do it for sure. And then having Vergus, I think, is at 4 there, definitely helps out as well. What blessing do I even have on Vergus? Faultless defense. Or no, he's at 5 stars. Okay. I could actually put him into something like Phantom Touch, because I do use him to solo Scarab King, so something like Phantom Touch might help to take down the Scarab quite a bit quicker, so I'll have to actually look into doing that. My Vergus is built out a bit interestingly, so he solos the Scarab King and he's built in Destroy gear, so you'll see him decreasing some max HP here. He's quite an interesting champion, that's for sure. My Yannicka is not really built for the most damage either. She has good attack and everything like that, but not a whole lot of crit damage behind her, and I don't think she's booked out either. Thought she was going to be way more impactful to my account than she was. I used her in the arena to nuke for about a week, and then after that I just never used her again. We're definitely going to go ahead and target Wither here. Want to get that annoying heal and cleanse and all that out of here as soon as possible. So we're gonna target her down, hopefully. Ooh, there we go. She gets frozen. That's perfect. There we go. She's gone. That's awesome. Yannicka is definitely bringing a little bit of damage. She's just trying to prove me wrong, it would seem. Blizzard can do decent damage too. I think he's probably going to be in like the top maybe 3 champions in terms of the damage done, just because I do have him built out in obviously defense and then some nuking gear from there, but little bug coming in and placing Hex. Very annoying to try and deal with. This guy's pretty good for Hydra though, like he can place the Hex on people, and it's obviously hard to deal with for the Hydra heads as long as you have a good team surrounding them. I think I got my highest ever Hydra Key, which is the second difficulty, which I think is hard. I did like 35 mil on it, which was nice. Not an auto team, but I've just never really focused on Hydra, so I don't really have teams that can, you know, do well on there, which is something I need to work on, I suppose. But here, yeah, he's gonna res. I think we'll want to target this guy because that guy can res as well, I think. So if we can get him out, that'll be good. This is very annoying, though. There's a lot of protection and shielding and counter attacks and decrease attack and all that sort of stuff going up, so this is incredibly annoying to deal with, that's for sure. And we got heals coming in as well. My god, this is... And there we go, Blizzard takes her down. So we got 8 mythical charms, 2 5-star legendary chaos ore. I would argue those rewards aren't very good for the difficulty we just faced, but thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. We've already got 2 of the 3 keys, so we're going to be progressing probably over here to get this key at some point as well. That way we can start trying to take on Animus and see what he has to offer, really. So I'll see you guys in the next video.